In this video, I'm going to show how to connect a T520 thin client at home. You can see all the parts we have. We have your standard mouse, keyboard, you have the thin client, which is the small box in the middle, and in this unit we have two monitors. I've already taken the liberty of connecting the power to the monitors and the thin client, and we'll get started. So on the back of the thin client, you'll see lots of different connections. So I'll go walk through them all. The top connection here is your network cable. That's going to connect into your home ISP modem. These two connections right here are your DisplayPort cables for your monitors. They look like this on the end. The blue connection is also for a standard network, a monitor for VGA connection. You have 4 USB ports here where you can connect things like your mouse, keyboard, and such. And the bottom connection here, right there, it's hard to see, is your power connection. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to connect is the monitors. So the monitor display ports look like this. And they simply connect into one of these two display ports. And usually the left-hand side one goes onto the bottom, and the right-hand side one goes onto the top in this configuration. So when it's connecting, you can see it just fits nice and snug, and you can hear a little click. So you want to hear that click, and you want to make sure that it's nice and snug inside there. So in this configuration, we have 2 of these monitors, so 2 display ports, and I'm going to connect the other one now. Okay, so now the display ports are connected properly, I'm going to go ahead and connect the mouse and the keyboard to the USB ports, which are located down here. Okay, so the mouse and keyboards are connected, and the last thing I need to connect at this point is the power to the thin client. So you can see the thin client power the end looks like this. Each thin client version has its own power module, so you need to make sure that they match up. Okay, so now that we've got all the different cables connected, we actually need to connect the network cable. This is your standard network cable here, and it basically looks like any other network cable you would see, and it connects into the top network cable connection. Okay, we have that connected. So now the last step is to connect to your home ISP modem. So here's a view of my home ISP modem. It's a typical modem supplied by your internet provider. Usually you have 4 ports available on the back, such as you can see here. I have 2 in use right now, so I have 2 available. So basically you just need to connect the other end of your network cable into one of those ports. So you can see I've connected my yellow cable into one of the ports. You can see the green light came on, which is a good sign. I'm going to span over to my thin client, and you can see the back of the thin client in the network port, the green light's on. You'll see a flashing amber light as well. So you're good to go to power this on and log in. Okay, so now that you've got everything connected and the thin client's powered on, you'll see a familiar screen come up. This is the green screen that you see in the office, but something a little different. It opens up with a web page that points to the external remote access connection page. So this is normal. You need this to connect in. So as you can see in the login page, you can see the username, the password, and the password 2 fields. So the username field is your standard network username that you use in the office. Your password field is also the standard network password that you use in the office. The password 2 field is your token that you would have received. Now the format of this is, for the people with hard tokens, is your PIN number that you set up plus the number on the token. So you enter the PIN number first in the password 2 field, and then you press the button on the token, and you enter that number as well. So for the people with soft tokens, you do this on your mobile phone. So you put the PIN number in on your phone and only enter in the number that's on your phone. So again, hard token users, you enter your PIN number plus your token number into the password 2 field, and then click the login button. So you can see I entered my information, and then the screen will come up that looks much like this. So you'll likely see nothing under the favorites icon. So what you want to do is you want to click on the desktops tab right here, and you'll see several desktops. Now I have some desktops for testing, so you'll likely only see one desktop. So click on the Gold Prod desktop, and you will see that your desktop session will launch by this screen here, and the familiarness of the Office will take over. It will take over your both monitors and log you into the system. Once you're on the system, you'll be able to work like you're sitting in the office.